Okay, do you remember what we did last time? Anybody remembers till where we were? We're trying to create this report. We had seen this function today and now. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And the first step we did was we got this provider name. Okay. So let's get the assignment. This is the report we have to create. And so we got the name. Now what we have to do is we have to copy this name. Did anybody try to copy this name over here? If you notice, when you are pasting the value is coming, right? If I paste the value, if you see for a second, sorry, yeah, when I am pasting this value, for a second I see the names coming, but then it goes away. Why do you think that is happening? Any idea? Anyone? Any thoughts? Just give me 1 second, I'll be back. Sorry for that. So, you guys understood the question? What happened to the data that we're pasting over here? I see the data over here. Yeah, I see the data over here, but why don't I see the data over there when I'm pasting it here? Thoughts? I can hear the crow, but anybody knows the answer? Sorry? Someone say something? You guys there, right? Alrighty. So I'm assuming you are there. So when I copy this, so I'm not sure how many are using a laptop and how many are on a mobile. When you copy this, right? When I paste it, you will notice we are copying the formula and not the values, which is why when I'm using this proper, it is expecting the provider name in this column over here, which is why you don't see the value because it's you're doing a proper on a blank cell. What we need to do is when you copy this, Control C, right click, paste special. When you do paste special, right, you'll see a lot of options over here like this. If you're using it for the first time, I would suggest just click on paste special and select values. There are multiple options over here. Just select values and you will get the names now. You will get the provider names now. Can you try this? You copy this, right click, paste special and values. That's what you're supposed to do. Can you try that? Not speaking. Let me know when you have tried this. Anybody trying it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you get it?
Yes,
Got
sir.
Alright, so next we'll move to the report, right? There is a serial number over here. We need to add a serial number. So how do I add a serial number? So one is I can, if I see this, right, I have 92 records, 92 values over here of provider name. What we are doing is we can go on typing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 92 times. But the better way is, Excel understands the sequence. So if I select, I write just 1 and 2 and drag, let Excel understands the sequence automatically. The other way to do it is like this. When I select 1 and 2 together and move my cursor to the right bottom corner over here, if you see, right, the symbol changes, the cursor symbol changes. It's a plus symbol, a thin plus symbol. This is a thicker plus symbol. On this right bottom corner, I just double click. So what it does, it adds or it takes the serial number till the end of the last filled cell. That's what it does. So you are getting 1 to 92 automatically. That is the second way. The third way is to use Control plus D. So I'm writing a formula. Okay, I'm writing a formula over here, C9 plus 1. So what is taking whatever the value is above it, above the cell, I'm adding a value 1 to it. And I can go on doing Control D. So when I do Control D, right? So I'm not sure if we saw that. Yeah, I don't think we've seen that. Yeah, Control D will fill the cell down. So if I see this, whatever is above, it is filling it to the bottom. So I'll select the entire cell till the end, that is till here C100. From C12 to C100, I select this and I press Ctrl D. So what it does, it fills the formula from top to bottom. Should I repeat it? Did you get what I did? You understood what I did? Should I repeat it? How many of you are trying it on a laptop? Alrighty. I know 2 of you are, 3 of you are. Thank you so much. If you are facing any issue, let me know. You can share your screen and we can check it out. Should I repeat something? Yeah, we looked at three ways. One was 1. I typed the second value 2 and I can drag it. Right, I select this and again from the right bottom corner I drag it. The other way is I double click it, and the third way is we use a formula and do Control D. If I want to take it on the right, if I want to drag this on the right, I can again, instead of Control D, I'll do Control R. So it fills the cell to the right. Control D fills the cells to the bottom. Right arrow. Got the idea? Let me know once you're done. Move forward. Just type a message in the chat that you're done so I'll know. All right, couple of you are done. Anybody else? Anybody facing any issues? So you're not getting the value? When you copy paste the name, right? You're copying paste the name. Oh, can you share your screen? No, copy the entire Control Shift down arrow. Not from there, not from there. You can't copy the entire column. Copy from B2. Yeah, Control Shift down arrow. Control C. No, no. Copy it again. It went away. Once you press F2 or something, right? If you start editing, the selection goes away. I just do Control V. Yeah, you have to do right click over there. Right click on. No, it's copied. Right click, paste special. No, no. Select paste special below. You see? Click on that. Click on it. Click on it. Values. You see that option? Values. You have to select 1 and 2 together. Select 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3 together. Yeah, now do double that. Got it? Alrighty. Anyone else? So Shafina, you got that? Can you share your screen? Okay, cool. So I assume everybody got it. So the next thing we're going to do is we want to get the provider ID and the provider state. So when you look at the data, right, we have provider name over here. For this provider name, we want this provider ID. We're going to use a function. We're going to use a new function called as VLOOKUP. We're going to use a new function called as VLOOKUP. So I'm going to add a sheet and I'm going to explain what it means. I've added a new sheet. I'm going to add a, so let's say I have serial number, name, roll number, and marks. Okay. Let's say it is that way. Again, I'm going to let's say I take this name, roll number, just for this. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm just creating some data. Okay. So there is another function called as rand between, wherein I can type a number, right? I'll get a number between 80 and 90. If I want a random number between that, I can do that. So I got this rand between. Let's say I have data like this, and I need to, let's say if I make it 70 to 90, right? And don't worry about the marks, these are random numbers. So yeah, if I don't, what happens is, right, if I keep on doing anything in this sheet anywhere, this number will keep on changing because it is going to generate a random number at ease. In whenever you make some change over here, if I type anything over here also, it's going to start changing the numbers. So what we should do is we should do a paste special. Yeah, I copied the same values and I do a paste special in terms of values. So now the formula is gone and I just have this table. So let's see if I can paste it over here. Okay, this is going to take some time to get. Give me a second. One second, I'll just give you this data so that you don't have to sit and type this. This is it. So I've shared this Excel. So I would suggest just copy the data in this tab. Download that Excel, copy this data in a tab, in a new tab. By the way, I'm not sure if we saw this, when we in Excel or Word for any other Microsoft application, right? Yeah, if I press Alt, you'll see at the top, you see these options coming up. Share, comments. So if I want to go into home, I need to, after pressing Alt, I need to press H. So it goes to the home ribbon. Within this, now let's say I want to shade this color. I want to shade it. So here you see this option of H. So again, if I click on H, it goes to this. It automatically shows this pop-up. I have not used the mouse. And if I want to change the color, it just goes, you can choose the color like this. Let me show that again. When you press Alt, okay, let me select another cell. When you press Alt, it shows you these names, right? Wherever ribbon you want to go to. If you want to go to formulas, you click M. Within formulas, you want to do anything, right? You want to calculate, you want to add a new function. So if you add a new function, it shows F. Yeah, you click on this Alt M and insert function, right? So you can insert a function by now again pressing F. Okay, I just wanted to show that because you don't need to remember a lot of these shortcuts. You can easily find them out. Make sense? Everybody has this data? Everybody got this data?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's say, what happens in VLOOKUP is you want to look up a specific value. Okay, let's say I have a serial number, assuming that is in another table, right? Let's say I have serial number. For this serial number, I want to look up the name. I do not know the name. I want to look up the name. Yeah, I'm just copying it for now. And it can be between random, right? I can have a random. So you can try this rand between, or just randomly type 128. So let's say I just type, I'm going to use the function rand between 1, 8. Whatever comes, rand between like this. For this serial number, I want to look up the name. So we are going to use a function called VLOOKUP. So the best way to add a function, you go to formulas, insert function. Where you want to add the function, that is where a cursor should be. You should not add a function where data is already there, unless you want to replace it. You should add the function in the cell which is blank. So here I go on insert function and I search for the value VLOOKUP. When I search for it, right, I see a description. Look for a value in the leftmost column of a table and returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. So what it says that I have this value. I have this value 8. I have, where is this? The value 8. This is the value I want to look up. Okay, I want to look this value up, 8. I want to look this value up in a table. If you see the definition again, okay, let's look at the definition again. We look up, sorry, yeah, this is what I want. This is the definition. Yeah, this is the definition of VLOOKUP. Look for a value in the leftmost column of a table. So I want to look up this value, that is clear. In the leftmost column of a table. So what is table? This is supposedly my table. Okay, this is my table. Assuming this is my table, I'm going to shade this, make it thicker. Okay, if I want to change the color, I can change the color. Let's change the color to blue. Yeah, I can make out it is a little light blue. So this is my table. Lookup rather looks for a value in the leftmost column of the table. So if this is my table, what is going to happen is I'm going to search for the leftmost value in my table. So leftmost column in my table. So this is what is going to happen. It's going to search 8 in this column, leftmost column of a table. This is my table. This is my value. I'm going to search value 8 over here and then return a value in the same row from a column you specify. So here I'm searching for 8. Okay, the first step is this. Ready? Yeah, first step is this. Second is text. So one second. This is the second value. So this is the second step. And the third step, right, is going to be I will go to this particular row. This is my third step. Wherever it is, I go to this particular row. And within this row, whatever column I want, I will search for that. So the fourth step will be I want this name. This is what I'm going to get, the fourth step. You understood how this works? I am taking any value that I want to look up. That is, I want to look up the value 8. That 8 should be there in the leftmost column of my table over here. So this is my table. In the leftmost column, I search for the value 8. After this, if I find the value 8, right, I'll go to that particular row. When I go to this particular row, I will then choose that I want the name column. So how do you identify the name column? I have to list or count the number of columns over here. So this is the first column, this is the second column, this is the third column, this is the fourth column. That is how it works. So I have these 4 columns over here. Based on that, I am going to look up this second column value. You understood the concept, how VLOOKUP works? You want me to repeat it?
Yes, sir.
Sorry? You want me to repeat it? That's what you said?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat?
Okay, cool. So what I have, right? I have a list of serial numbers or roll numbers or whatever you call it. I want to look up the name based on that. Okay, it's like in your exam, in your results, What do you do if your marks are put on the on a board, right? Many times you will see, especially in your engineering colleges, the marks are just put up on the board in terms of how much have you got. So what you do, you search for your roll number and then go to the rightmost column. So here, this is what you want to do. That you want to look at your marks, you will search for your roll number over here on the leftmost column, then go to the right. That's what literally VLOOKUP is doing. You're taking your in your mind, you know your roll number is 8. You go to over here in the first column of your mark sheet, you search, which has been put on the board, you search for the roll number, you reach over here, okay, yeah, my roll number is here, and then you go to the rightmost column, that is here, and you get your marks. That is how VLOOKUP works. So let's look at the actual formula, right? So everybody has this data in this structure. Everybody has it.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Okay. And you also have these columns. You have these columns. Okay. I assume you do. We'll go to this cell right next to our roll number, the first roll number, whatever you have. Insert function and select VLOOKUP. When you see VLOOKUP, you have 4 values coming up. There are 4 input parameters which are there. One is the lookup value. So lookup value is the value which we want to find. So we want to find this roll number. Okay. Then we talked about the table array. If you look at this definition, right? If you look at this particular definition, in the leftmost column of a table, right, that is what you are seeing, the leftmost column of a table. So your table array has to be this table region. It can only be these 2 columns also, because you only want the name, you don't want anything else. But for now, I am selecting all these. The only aspect which you have to take care of is the first column of your table array should have your serial number. Without that, that's not going to work. Okay. Then you have your column index number. So here you want to search for name. So what we decided, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want column index number. And the range lookup is your true or false, in the sense, do you want to do a partial match or do you want to do a exact match? So for now we're going to use exact match. We'll later see what is a partial match. We'll see an example of that next time. What is a partial match? The range lookup should be, for now it's going to be false. So here you see, right, I'm getting the name, roll number 8, or the serial number 8 is Shafina. Does it make sense? I created this particular formula. Literally what you do when you try to find your marks is what we are doing. So there are 4 parameters in VLOOKUP. One is the lookup value, that is the value which you want to look up, that is roll number 8. So you have to select that cell. Don't type this, otherwise you will not be able to repeat the formula. If you type it 8, that means you're hard coding that value. You will not be able to repeat the formula. If you repeat the formula, it's always going to take 8. So it has to be a cell reference. Preferably it should be a cell reference. Then your table array. So we selected this table array. We selected C2 to F9. Then the column index number is the second column. We want to look up the name. If it was the roll number, we would have kept 3. Okay, but now we're looking up the name for now, and the range lookup should be false. That is the exact match. So can you try this? If you have any doubts, let me know. Yeah, can you share your screen? What did you do? You dragged the formula down. I assume you did that. Yeah. Can you share your screen? I'll tell you what you've done, or rather what we should be doing. Yeah. So so do on K2, right? Press F2. No, K2, K2. Select K2. Cell K2, not J. Next column. Yeah, K. Yeah, press F2. You see the green line, it shows you the table array. Now go to K3, press F2. What's happening? The green line has shifted down. Go to K4, F2. You see, now go to K7, directly go to K7, press F2. What's happened? When you're looking up roll number 1 is in the above cell, but your table region is starting from where? B7. So what has happened is this table region has shifted, which is why we need to fix it. Okay, so go to K2 cell again, press F2. Now put your cursor on B2, where it is written that B2 is to E9. Yeah, now press F4. So what it does, it adds a dollar sign. That means it is freezing it. If you press F4 again, if you press F4 once more, it's going to freeze only the column number 2. Yeah, if you press F4 again, it's going to freeze only column, the word, rather the row number 2 in the first case, and then it just freezes the column B. Okay, but now press F4 once more. So yeah, this is freezing, that it has to start from B2. Go to E9, select, move your cursor to E9 and press F4 once more. Yeah, now press enter. Now drag that formula from top to bottom. No. Select just K2. Select K2. Yeah, go to the right bottom corner. Now drag it. Got it? Everybody got that? What happened over here? Understood, right? Okay, can you try that? Can everybody else try it? Yes, you can stop sharing. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. If I just drag it, right? I can do Control D here also. If I do it this way directly, what's happening is, like we saw, the region goes on shifting to the bottom. Okay. Region goes on shifting to the bottom. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to freeze this cell. So to freeze it, you should move your cursor to C2. Now what happens if I press F4, both of them, the C indicates the column number and this 2 indicates the row number. Both of these are fixed, it will not change. If I press F4 once more, there wouldn't be a way to avoid repetition. You'll have to write another program actually on top of that. Okay, so if I press F4 again, right, I see this is becoming C and $2. So the dollar symbol actually makes that particular value fixed. So now if I do it this way, right, over here C2 is fixed, but if I move it on the right, it becomes D2. Just look at this, it becomes D2, right? Here it was C2, $2. On the right it became $2. If I move the formula, if I drag this formula more again on the right, right, what happens? This became E2. So along with this formula, it is shifting because we have only fixed the number 2. Yeah, now if I do this, if I press F4 once more, what is going to happen is just C is fixed, the row 2 is not fixed. Yeah, so here this will not show this. Yeah. So if you see this, right, here nothing changes, but if I do this, so here also practically you're getting the same thing like we got earlier. Okay, and without this, if I fix the column C and drag it on the right, you will not get anything because the column C is not fixed. I mean, it's everything is going to start from column C only. Okay, that is the purpose of that dollar symbol. So it should be, both should be dollars in our case. When I do that, I get the right value. Understood? VLOOKUP. So in this report one, I want you to tell me, I want to look up this provider name from this base data. Tell me whether that is possible, yes or no.
Nitya. Yes, it proves.
You understood the question? I want to VLOOKUP the provider ID using this provider name. If I use this data as is, as is, if I have the data like this, will I be able to look up the value? What are your thoughts? Look at the definition of VLOOKUP and tell me. Looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table. Okay. I want to look up provider name and I want to get the provider ID. VLOOKUP does not work this way. Okay. VLOOKUP does not work this way. It is going to, if I have a table like this, it is going to assume this as the leftmost column of the table. So can you tell me whether VLOOKUP will work on this, or do we need to make some change? Any idea? You understood the question, folks? Did everybody understand VLOOKUP, or they're still trying to do that assignment? A simple example that we looked at. You guys still trying to do this? Everybody understood the question, or you're still pondering what I'm asking? All right. Silence is golden.
So I guess what we need to copy the column in the sheet on the left hand side.
Yes, provider name should be on the left, otherwise it will not work. That is correct. Otherwise we'll not be able to look up the value. So let's do that. Let's add another sheet, and I make it ID lookup. I'm going to call it ID lookup. I'm going to copy provider name and these two columns over here. I'm going to move it on the right. Okay. I'm going to move it on the right. And I can remove the duplicates. Actually, I can remove the duplicates. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to remove the duplicates. Here, right, there isn't any issue. I can literally just copy this. I can sort this data. Right, I can sort this data if I want to. I can just copy this provider ID. But that's not the right way to do it. Because many times what might happen is, if you have a lot of information, you might not have that entire list. Let's say we are only looking for 10 of these providers, 10 random 10 providers, 1, 12, 13. So I'll not be able to do that copy paste so easily. So on this, I can now apply a VLOOKUP. I create a sheet wherein my provider name is on the left and the provider ID is on the right. Now I do a VLOOKUP. You again need to fix it, otherwise, I mean, in this case you will not get an error, but it is better to fix it. Provider state should be same. If you're using one specific group's data, the provider state is actually same across that group's information. It is all MI. So in practical purposes, you can do a VLOOKUP over there also if you want to, but the value is same. So as of now, I'm just going to type it as MI. Whatever group's information you have, you can take that. So can you try this VLOOKUP on this provider name? The first step, you need to add a sheet, copy provider name, then copy provider ID, remove the duplicates, and on that sheet, using that as a table array, we need to apply VLOOKUP. So I did it manually. I did not use the formula function, but I would suggest you try it with the formula function. It will be easier for you to understand if you're doing it for the first time, and you'll get an idea. When you are here, you have to select this particular the table array from another sheet. Okay, you need to navigate to that particular sheet. column index number is 2 because I want to look up the provider ID, which is first, second column. And range lookup, you can type it as false. I did not do anything, I just added a comma, but still it works without that also. By the way, can you guys type your name in the chat? I'll mark your attendance. So please try this VLOOKUP. If you're facing any issues, let me know. We're not going to start a new function or new formula for today. Okay. So if you're facing any issues, let me know. We have 4 more minutes. Any doubts, folks? You got an idea how VLOOKUP works? Getting the output, should I repeat what I did again? Okay, folks, if you have no doubts, please try this VLOOKUP. Okay. And next time we're going to try some other functions. I know we are 2 sessions behind, but we'll catch up. Thank you, folks. See you again.